Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining me this morning, or for me this morning. I'm Dr. Brian, and I'm so excited to share with you a program that is the next evolution in personal development. It's created by Shirzad Shamin at Stanford University, Positive Intelligence and Mental Fitness. It's a way for you to stop unintentional self sabotage, a way to get unstuck, a way to break through and reach your true potential. So, we're going to get started in just a moment. Feel free to post your comments in the chat wherever you're watching, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, or YouTube. So, again, thank you for joining me. I'm Dr. Brian, and we will get started in just one moment. All right, here we go. Thank you again for joining me. My name is Dr. Brian. Let's get right into it. I know you're all busy on Saturday, and so let's just jump right in. What is mental fitness or positive intelligence? Mental fitness is your capacity to respond to life's challenges with a positive rather than negative mindset. It will help you get to peak performance, make decisions and choices based on peace of mind, wellness, and healthy relationships. This has been research through factor analysis, hundreds of CEOs, Stanford students, athletes, and 500,000 participants from 50 countries. So, what are those pesky saboteurs? We're going to go through just a few of them this morning. Let's talk about the one that overrides all, which is the judge. The judge is the saboteur that's harshly critical. It's constantly evaluating and criticizing or condemning your actions. It leads you to try to be perfect. And that self criticism is a constant present. It might be telling you right now, why are you on another webinar? Are you thinking of another coaching program? And so the judge overrides almost all of the other saboteurs. And in mental fitness coaching, this will be the first saboteur that we help to intercept. We're going to reduce the impact of the judge. We're going to make it so that you can just laugh and move on from self-criticism, from self-doubt, from your inability to make choices and choose different activities, programs, or have even better relationships. When your judge is present and your judge is really strong, it stops you from making decisions that may benefit you. It can lead to increased tension in relationships because if instead of responding in a healthy communicative manner, you're responding in a way that is already pre-critical. So you're already coming at an interaction with a negative mindset. Next saboteur, the one that may be prevalent for you. So remember, the judge is the one that overrides all. And so with the judge, underneath are 10 other saboteurs. So one prevalent saboteur, the victim, self-pity, powerlessness. It makes you feel like life circumstances are out of your control. But what other ways does the victim show up? The victim shows up in ways where you feel like life's rolling downhill on top of you. Things keep going wrong. The same mistakes keep repeating themselves. So, did you misplace that bill? Did you have the same argument with a boss or coworker where you feel like you're in a one down position? Oftentimes, the victim feels like they're getting the short end of the stick. And so, what happens with the victim is we are responding to challenges in our own relationships and challenges in our daily life from a one down position. We're feeling sorry for ourselves. Our confidence can be shattered. And we're always wondering, why is this happening to me? I remember clearly when I was in grad school feeling like this is the idea that with events that would go wrong in my program, I always wondered, why am I getting mail in my mailbox from the administration a day after everybody else? Why didn't I get my student loan paperwork? How come my evaluations are late to my mailbox? And while some of the things that happen when you're a victim are true, negative events are occurring, or you may be treated in a manner that you don't like, you can shift your thinking. And the most powerful part of mental fitness is we're going to move from victim role to empowerment role. Not that you're going to be one up from everybody else, but that you will be in a position of equal standing. You will head off challenges from a perspective of creativity, empathy, and innovation. Next pesky saboteur, the avoider. This is the one where you're late to events, you're late to meetings, you feel anxiety or tension about an interaction. You may be avoiding topics with your significant other rather than bringing them up. This saboteur encourages procrastination, putting things off, escaping challenges, and you actually may be seeking out distractions to avoid difficult communications or discomfort or even failure. For instance, let's say you want to start a weight loss journey. Let's say you're a new supervisor in your job. You may put off studying the things you need to do as a new supervisor, or you may be putting off confronting a team member who's not performing up to standard, or maybe undercutting your leadership. And so what happens when we avoid, you put off the inevitable. Life keeps happening. One thing I'd like to point out, when you avoid, oftentimes we are avoiding conflict. And when you avoid conflict, conflict keeps escalating over and over and over and over. So try your best. The avoider keeps growing because of our own insecurities. So we're going to talk about how to move past these self-sabotage saboteurs and make progress. Next one is one of the most difficult ones to overcome, the controller. The controller strives for control at all costs, often leading to micromanaging and difficulty trusting others. Wow, this really gets in the way of family interactions. The more you try to control your significant other, the more you try to control different events, the more stress you have, and actually the less control you have. The more people push against that control saboteur. As you may notice, people don't like to be micromanaged. They don't like to be controlled. So, we're going to help you with mental fitness coaching to shift from controller mode to curiosity, to asking questions about what if we tried this? How could we handle this differently? What if we tried this? What are your thoughts on that? And when we include people in our decision making, life gets easier, life gets better, and you create more options. You increase your own confidence and your own trust level. When you're living through the controller, it's a lot of stress and focus that takes away your energy, sucks your confidence, and really, really, really focuses on you having to literally put your fingers in the dike. You only have 10. So if there's 12 holes and the dam is leaking, well, you know what can happen. So with the controller, we can teach you how to let go of that control, yet still have influence or have your voice heard. The biggest fear of the controller is that they won't be included in things or that things will turn out poorly. And it doesn't have to be that way. Next saboteur is the pleaser. When I went through this program of mental fitness, my top two were the controller and the pleaser. The pleaser tricks you. It tells you you need to put others' needs before your own, sacrificing your well being to gain approval and avoid conflict. What happens when you are in pleaser mode a majority of the time is you consistently feel let down. You consistently feel like people are not able to, one, be on the same page with you, two, even have things not necessarily go your way, but in a way that you can enjoy an event also. And so with the pleaser, what happens is unconsciously, you're actually trying to help other people. They may want that help and they may not. But the biggest unconscious trick of the pleaser is you go out of your way to help someone and then they don't reciprocate back when you want. This is totally due to poor communication. Your life changes when you move out of pleaser mode and ask people or state what you would like in different situations. It can be as easy as, what meal are we going to have? How can we plan our meals better? How are we going to tackle our finances? When are we going to a specific event? But on a daily basis, what happens in pleaser mode, you feel like you're getting the short end of the stick. I hope you can sense now that we all have these saboteurs and they connect. So, what happens when you're in victim and pleaser mode? When you're in victim and pleaser mode, it really keeps you not only one down, but you're consistently in a one down position and unhappy. And day to day, when you're unhappy in personal and professional relationships, it's hard to make any shifts or changes. So, what happens, and because we have a short time this morning, we're not going to go through all 10 of the saboteurs. How do your saboteurs restrict improvement? The judge, the controller, the pleaser, the victim, the hypervigilant, they undermine confidence. They undermine confidence. These saboteurs create a sense of consistent self doubt, low self esteem, low self confidence. What's the difference between self-esteem and self-confidence? Feel free to um, put your thoughts in the comments. What's the difference between self-esteem and self-confidence? Self-confidence is your ability or your belief in your ability to do a task. So, can you complete a course? Can you lose weight? Can you improve communication? Can you put together uh, a shelf that you just got for as a gift? Self esteem. Do you like or love yourself? Self esteem is your belief and your ability in believing in yourself. How do you feel about yourself on a day to day basis? Do you think you can overcome something? Do you think you can be more successful in a relationship? Do you think you can be more successful at your job? So, what happens when you have low self esteem? You don't believe in yourself, it becomes more difficult to accomplish almost anything. Self confidence, can you do the task? It is possible to have the combo pack of you have high confidence, you believe you can do something, and not like yourself. Now, let's think about that for a moment. What happens with that combo pack is you are stuck in a cycle because when you don't like yourself, those saboteurs really take over and you unconsciously self sabotage. Things don't work out, things don't consistently happen. So, what mental fitness coaching is going to do is help empower you. We're going to build self esteem, we're going to build self confidence, but we're going to rewire your brain, not literally, but change the blood flow and your attitude so that you look at the world with confidence. You look at the world and make better decisions for yourself. So, how do you know when the saboteurs are really taking over? The most common thing we do, whether this is a strong one for you, the avoider leads to procrastination. You put off important tasks. You avoid difficult conversations. You put off working through things. You delay taking action on things that may improve your personal and professional life, even your health and well being. It is January 13th. How many of you set that weight loss goal and you said you're going to go to the gym or you're going to exercise more? My question for you is, have you been consistent in walking more, eating a little less? What happens when we set goals and our saboteurs take over? It saps our progress. And usually by February, those wellness goals, those new communication goals, those new relationship goals go by the wayside. And we end up in a cycle of the same patterns repeating over and over. The negative self talk takes over. That criticism or critic on your shoulder consistently erodes your motivation. And what happens is you just keep this cycle of negativity. So I'm asking you, are you ready to overcome and intercept those saboteurs? So there's 5 ways that mental fitness coaching helps you override those saboteurs. We're going to strengthen your explore muscle. You're going to be able to assess and look at each situation in your personal and your professional life with an open mind, not a prejudgment, not a criticism before you even start. You'll be able to use empathy with yourself and others, bringing compassion and understanding to multiple situations. The most powerful sage muscle that I love is innovate. You can create outside the box solutions. You're more comfortable getting input and ideas from other people. Navigate. Choose the path that aligns with your deeply held values. And finally, the most powerful mental fitness, positive intelligence, stage thinking tool is activate. You put into action what you're doing. So every Saturday for 2024, you can count on me hosting a half-hour webinar to share information and solutions. I'm driven by helping people find solutions. I want people to take a step up, and I'm combining a 30-year career in psychology and personal development and coaching with this program that can help you in just 8 weeks. In 8 weeks, you will be able to use, explore, empathize, innovate, navigate, and activate, and increase your self esteem and self confidence. Life becomes easier. You experience happiness. In fact, just this year, starting in 2023 in December, I've had 20 people go through the program and have testimonials from people by week 3 experience and feel more confidence, more personal power, better decision making. So the option is saboteur mode. Saboteurs motivate you through negative emotions, stress, anger, guilt, shame, insecurity. Sage thinking and strengthening the sage muscles help you approach life on a daily basis with positive emotions, curiosity, creativity, passion, purpose, optimism. So, overall, what is mindset? It's your template for what you experience. You can focus on problems and see more problems. When you focus on outcomes, you see more possibilities. So, mental fitness coaching will help you get the outcomes you want. What do you want to accomplish for yourself? Would you like to experience daily more optimism, more passion, more happiness, better relationships? We can do this together in 8 short weeks. So, what door is best for you? Continuing in self sabotage mode or choosing sage thinking to help you make the best option when you need to make decisions? What this is going to do is help you get back to your true self, your true essence of optimism and passion and excitement. And you see that young man there is me at 13. So that was what we do in mental fitness coaching, is help you find what was your best self. When was that? How do we get back to you being your best? So I'd like you to enroll in this program. Go to mentalfitnesscoach.now.site and let me share with you what this program can do for you. You're going to get a mental fitness map, a roadmap to improve performance if you want to achieve weight loss, better communication, better relationships. You're going to be in a group of 4 people at most. We meet weekly once a week. You get access to the Positive Intelligence app, where 4 times a day for 2 minutes, you're going to practice overriding and overcoming those self-saboteurs, the avoider, the procrastinator, the controller, the judge, the hypervigilant. You get one live group coaching session a week, one private session with me, and the program costs. So, what you're going to get if you are able to pay $1,200 upfront, you will get access to Positive Intelligence and the app for 1 year. What happens is you go through the 8-week program, and then you're enrolled in Grow, where you practice optimizing your sage muscles over and over on a regular basis for 1 year. If you need, I'm offering you 10 monthly payments. All I'm doing is charging you the interest through PayPal, $159 a month for 10 months. You get the 8-week program and 4 more weeks of coaching with me. So in 12 weeks, you will have the basis for moving out of self-sabotage mode and into sage thinking. You're going to get a complimentary ebook. You're going to get monthly coaching. You'll be on a call with 4 other members, 12 weeks in total. And you get access to Dr. Shameen's program, 1 hour of a week of his videos to help you overcome self-saboteurs. So you can enroll now or book a discovery call, and I can help you decide, is this the best program for you? I believe this is the next evolution in personal development, and I love it if you would jump on the opportunity to join me and experience it yourself. I'm also throwing in a bonus. I guarantee the program that in 2 weeks you will feel better. You will be optimized in terms of confidence, self-esteem, better communication, feeling optimistic, and eliminating those self-saboteurs, self-sabotage tendencies. Asking you, what would your life be like when you're making better decisions? Have confidence and happiness on a daily basis. So either book a consultation with me or jump right in and let's start this process. And if you are not experiencing a more positive outlook, better confidence than you are experiencing right now, I will refund your money. So jump in. Really appreciate your time today. Thank you for joining me. And I will see you next week where we'll explore different saboteurs and a different approach to mental fitness. Thank you for your time. Really look forward to interacting with you and making 2024 your best year ever.